worth falling for. Oh, and with open arms I'll carry yours.
Alright, so we're at the Goodwill. Today my son Alex and I are going thrifting, and apparently we're the only people here so far, so that's exciting. I'm gonna start where I always start, just see if they got anything. I was here yesterday and I only found a couple things, but you know, we're waiting to kill time to go out to a town called Rochelle so that we can go to the thrift stores there, but nothing there opens till 10. So, and it's only 9 o'clock, and Rochelle is only about 20 minutes from here, so I'm gonna go over to the Aces first, see if there's anything. Ow. I had like a shot through my back just now. Couple bottles, different than yesterday. So this is where we're starting today. This Goodwill, and then we're gonna head out there and go to. They're not thrift store. Well, there's one thrift store that I like going to out there, but the others are like antique malls, but they're not huge, you know. So they're more reasonable. So as I was explaining, my son and I were going thrifting this day, and we were going out to Rochelle, but we had to wait till it opened till 10. I like this cow, except if it had been like painted in some way, but it's a creamer, but it wasn't, so I left it because they're pretty common, especially the plain ones. This little vase was like a cornucopia, but it was clear, so I didn't bother with it. But I still thought it was cool, you know. Anyway, we were gonna hit up some of these specific stores in Rochelle. The one that I mainly wanted to go, the only one thrift store they have ended up being closed. So, but I did go to the other stores that I wanted to go to and did really well. But I'll talk about those later. I did take this. It's a Mexican hand-blown goblet. And I do well with these, with especially the Mexican hand-blown ones. I have had a lot of them and then sold a lot of them. Well, most of them because I don't have any right now. So I did take that. I was pointing out that this, I think, was Fostoria because I had saw some Fostoria dishes down the aisle, but there was only one. If there had been a set, I might have gotten them because that's like my favorite color, amber. But I just one glass isn't gonna do anything, so I put it back. I noticed that they had a lot of Ray Dunn mugs today. This one was a mom-to-be, and it was green. I put it back on the shelf, but I thought I put it back on the shelf, but I took it because it was a little more unique to me. A lot of Ray Dunn mugs are pretty, much the same or pretty common, so I just took that one. And I think that that's all I got this day from Goodwill. And then I ended up, I just kept looking around for a while because I was trying to kill time. But I'm going to go ahead and jump to when we got to Rochelle. It's called All Things. Let's see how much that QB is. So this was a place called All Things. It was a like a little antique mall. It was the sister store to another store I went to, and I thought I videoed at that store, but maybe it's after this. I'm not sure. So I just started looking around. This section was the section that the owners, I believed, had. This was because she tells me later on that it was her. This area was her and her sister's area that they sell in. It had a lot of. It was cute. They had it really cute set up, but it was a little tchotchke stuff. There wasn't any glass here, and I was strictly looking for glass this day. But it was cute. It was very nice, and they had it set up well. And they were very nice people here. So I wanted to look around a bit. Those they're like sun catcher stakes or something, but those ones hang. But there are ones that you stick in your garden. I don't know what else. Oh, it was a jar of marbles. But yeah, this was a cute little place. They had a lot of setup, and I really loved this vase. And I did end up selling it in an auction. I think it was $10, and I sold it for I think $40. It was just really cool. It turned out it was Czechoslovakia. I put it back right there, but I do go back and get it. I just want to look around because I had just got here and I wanted to get my bearings and see everything before I made any decisions. That's what I usually do. Unless I see something that immediately needs to be picked up. Which, if you didn't see it, there was a swung vase right there, and I didn't see that. I was looking at the stake things, the sun catchers, but I didn't even notice the swung vase. But I do later. This was a whole bunch of Mexican pottery, Talavera, and there was all kinds of different brands. I'm not sure if the person made these or they bought them somewhere. Some of it seemed like African pottery, but mainly it looked like Mexican pottery. Mexican pottery, is really easy to tell. It's either if it's Talavera, it's really colorful and signed, and then, if it's Tonala, it's usually a more faded color, not real colorful. But they make all kinds, so it's but it's one of my favorite potteries. But those were really expensive, so I couldn't afford those. If I could have, I would have got some of them because they were really great. And then the women are talking to me, but I'm walking around just to check out where everything is. This room back here had all this furniture in it. So I didn't really go back there because it was all furniture and like garden decorations. There was some garden decorations. And there's the Grinch. And see, there's the woman. She's one of the owners. And there was another woman, African-American woman standing there. I think she had a booth in here somewhere, but because I could hear her talking on the phone and she was talking about her booth. Anyway, I was looking at this baseball planner, but there was no price on it. And I was listening to them, and they were talking to me, so I was kind of distracted. But there wasn't a price on it, so I put it back. And I did tell them that there was no price on the baseball planner. But this was a really big room in the back of the store. But this room was all filled with furniture. These were the only, like, tchotchke types things or knickknacks that I could see in this room. But it was pretty cool, so I looked around a while. And I go back. I'm still looking at the planner, and that's when I was telling her that it didn't have a price on it. And this woman, she's telling me about these classes they're going to have here where they will teach crafts and things like that, sewing and crafts and stuff. So that's why she was showing me this room, because I think this is where it's going to take place. But somebody had did this decor themselves. So I was looking at it and listening to her explain about the classes. But again, I'm in this area and I'm not seeing any glassware for me to look at. There is a case that the woman is standing in front of that I stop and wait. Okay. We're at the picking station in Rochelle, Illinois, to find some stuff to buy and resell or whatnot. So I am in the back where I knew a lot of this, a lot of stuff was. Because last time I came here, I didn't realize this side of the store existed until somebody said it. I thought it was just the other side, and there didn't seem to be a lot on the other side, so this is cool. Now I know. So when I come here, I come back here now first, and $7, that's not bad. I'm just gonna look first right now. Oh my God, $50. Damn it. So let's just look first. I can't pay $50 for that because that's probably what it's worth. So, not gonna happen. What is this? Marcel? Pretty sure looks like a Murano piece, but I'm gonna check. So yeah, this is a Hermoso Murano piece, and it's $10. So we're gonna take that. I'm gonna go take it up to the front so that I can still look around. Look at that. 55. It's very nice. These pink things are throwing me off. It's Fenton, but it's $10. And I wouldn't think that I could get more than that. This one glows. But let's look around first before we make it. I knew that Murano one had to be, right off the bat. Well, we can look around now. 25. I like crackle glass, but yeah. I'm just looking at everything first. Just going through everything first. This is probably Avon. Tins. Got another piece of crackle glass. I think this is probably Hall or McCoy. I had to do a voiceover right here because Michael Jackson was playing loudly in the background. And I'm pretty sure a YouTube strike would not say that was okay. I wanted to look in this cabinet because there was a lot of pottery in it. And maybe one piece of Fenton. And see all the Hull and what is it, Roosevelt or Hall or Hull. That was a Czechoslovakia decanter, and it was like, I think they had it priced for $80. It was awesome. If it had been lower, I might have got it. And then there's some Pyrex there, so it's very noisy in this store because the music is loud, and then I don't know, it's like creaking. Everything I touch is creaking, and in the cabinets and stuff. So I I had to show you these because they were hilarious to me. But they were, I think they had them for like $50 a piece. They were mugs, and they're made of a woman's, bosom. These were Bohemian Czech, and they were also like $50 a piece. So, but they were nice. They were worth it, I think. That's probably what I could have got for them. This store is like a random. It's like some things are really low priced, some things are really high priced. The people that priced their items higher, I think they knew what they had. I liked this booth because of all the little figurines, and that was a Fenton top hat, but it was priced retail. I did look at these shoes. One of them was Kanawha and one was Fenton, but they were like $25 a piece. So I didn't think, I liked all the signs. They had a lot of cool signs all over the walls. But this booth, I had gotten this really cool vase out of one time I came here, so I wanted to look in it. That little crackle glass pitcher was like $25. So no, crackle glass sells well. It does, but it has to be unique for it to sell well. Otherwise, it takes forever to get rid of it. It was a head vase. It was very dirty, but it was not the kind of head vase I was looking for. That was dragonware, but it said like UNESCO on the bottom of it, so I didn't feel like it was like the good dragonware. And it was like $30 or so. I can't remember. Then here was some Moon and Stars, compotes. They were all priced pretty high, so I didn't take those ones. And I always have to go around this store several times because I miss things. I always miss things. I did take this Moon and Stars basket, and I did sell it in an auction. And you'll see a picture of it at the end, so don't worry that you didn't just see it just now. I always look in this little box because there's always paperweights. That rooster is very cool, but it was like $35. So that's, probably what I could have got for it. So I didn't think it was worth getting just then. This booth, that whole rack is like eclectic. It's a mix of everything, but it's pretty cool. They have a lot of cool stuff in it. I haven't really looked into books or ephemera that much. I know Misty does well with ephemera, but not everybody does. This vase is a swung vase. It was Fenton. I want to say it was $34, but I did talk them down to $29, and I did buy it, and I sold it for a good amount. So I'm not sure. I might show it later. I can't remember. We'll see when we get to it. So I'm just going to walk around for a little bit. Okay, I'll take that. It's only $3. Let's put it right here for now, so I can look around. So this store is called the Pick-In Station. And I didn't finish the other video before this because I had found that amber swung vase, and then I was negotiating with them for the price. And I ended up getting it for $25, and I sold it for $105. I'm not sure if I already told you that, but I'm telling you again. Anyway, this store, the Pick-In Station, it's pretty big antique mall. And, I mean, it's not huge, but it's a good size for our area. Anyway, so I liked this. It was like a little perfume bottle, and it was like made in China or Japan or something, but it was cute. I'm sorry. But I looked at it, and then I realized the lid was all chipped up. So I wish it wasn't. I was wondering why it was only like $6. But had it not been, it would have been cool to get. I was looking at that vase, and I remember just recently I saw a video with Jocelyn and Crazy Lamp Lady where she found one of those vases, and she was explaining how people always think they're Fenton and they're not. So, yeah, I took this vase and went and took it to the counter. All right. Look at this booth and then make some decisions on what I want to get. So I completely forgot this side of the store. When I first come in the store, you got to pass this whole side. And then I went into that other side I was in. So I wanted to come over here and check it out because, I got to see if they have anything on this side. And these were some Moon and Stars canisters, but one of them was missing the lid. So I didn't get anything there. I went back here because last time I came back here, there was a whole booth full of glass. But apparently they closed because it was not there now. So I went to this booth because also in this booth there was these cool glass pieces. And this hutch right here had a sign on it that said 75% off everything. So I was looking at this to see if there was anything on here that I wanted. And I think that's where I find the heirloom sunset creamer. And it does glow. It has cadmium in it that makes it glow reddish under a black light. And I think it was $10. I'm not sure. I think it was. I think it was $10. And I decided I was going to take that with me. I'm just looking around some more, seeing if there's anything. There's this huge set of the amber glass right there, which was pretty cool. I was trying to make sure I didn't not want anything there because of how much the discount was. And these are just some random aisle booths. I liked that little carriage thing, but it was, I don't know, it was pricey. So I left it. And during this time, the woman in the front is talking to me. I was looking at this piece of glass. I'm sorry if I didn't show it. Not that candlestick, this other piece of glass that you could clearly see the beak. It was like a bird, and you could clearly see the beak was broken, but they were still asking like $45 or something like that. I don't know. But I went and checked this hutch again and just continued on my way. So at this point, I'm coming to the end of the video, but I do decide to take that Fenton bonbon dish. I did get the blue Amberina and Moon and Stars. I also got a green Moon and Stars, but I got it at a different store. For some reason, the video didn't record when I was in that other store. I did go get the Hobnail Fenton vase as well. And what else did I get from here? I got a Galileo thermometer as well from this store, and this green. It was a green art glass vase I got, and I got a Mary Gregory glass, which I ended up breaking when I got home on accident. And all of these I'm going to show, there's going to be pictures at the end that you could see everything I got. Yeah, and then I also got this orange Arcus flower, and I sold that as well in the auction. But I'm sorry, my son is talking to me in the background. So I think that's everything I got from here. I did pretty well when I left this store. I'm sorry I didn't show you everything that I picked up and took, but you'll see pictures of it at the end. But I had to get home. My husband has to use my car to go to work, and my son, we're all the way in Rochelle. We still had to drive, and we hadn't ate nothing all morning, so I was going to head home for that. So thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And please come check me out on Whatnot at Thrifting with Rebecca, and check out some of my other videos. I think you'll like them. And come check out the picking station in Rochelle, Illinois if you're ever in the area. I'm pretty sure they're on the Shop Hop Trail when that event is going on. So I'm just going to look around a little bit more, and then I'm going to head out. Thanks.